So here we are again, back in the workshop for more wisdom, more rambling and just more stuff. Do you know, have you seen on YouTube how everybody says before, let's jump right into it, and all these catchphrases? I don't know much about YouTube. There are people on YouTube, and this isn't why I'm here, but there are people on YouTube who are actually making a load of money out of it. But what I want to do is something different. I want this channel to be popular. I want it to be watched. I want you to be part of something. And that's the trick. I want to take the money that we could potentially make from this, do some good with that money. To do some good in the world would be a great thing, even if it's a small amount of good. But let's just examine that thought for a moment, because I don't want to bore you, because we want to get on with some fun stuff, because if it isn't about fun, what's the point in coming here? The channel becomes popular. The revenue that's raised by that funds a charitable organisation, which I will be responsible for, and I will be working for, and I will be doing things for. And instead of me making my living from being a general welding, hammer-wielding, engineering operative thug, I make my living from doing some good in the world. And I know it sort of sounds like it's all about me. Yeah, that's Frank. And I guess it sort of has to be about me. And I hope that I can entertain you and bring you along. But this is the other thing about this. The more simple it is, the more complex it is. It's this thing about not seeing the wood for the trees. There's all sorts of things that you can do. You can be responsible for helping me help somebody else. Today, we're going to do an unboxing video. Okay, so who's ever done one of them? I've seen a few, and to be fair, not very entertaining. Don't expect this to be very entertaining either, but there is a little bit of wisdom right at the end. I suggest you watch it to the end. Press the like button, subscribe, do all those things that everybody on YouTube tells you to do. Here we go. Here are the boxes. I genuinely haven't opened this one. All my friends on Facebook and various other places who are, like me, sort of building a van, except I'm not building a camper van because I'm just crap at all that stuff. But I'm building a van to go racing in, not racing with. I go racing in it, then I race with that baby there. I'm a music man. I like the stereo. So this is a Kenwood 150 watt subwoofer. My mate, Dave Mitchell, put me onto this. There she is. As you can see, it's never been opened. One of these days we're going to talk about knives. I can't remember how much it cost. It wasn't that expensive. Dave, like me, is a bit of a music guy, keen on his music, and he said, yeah, you got to have one of them, mate. You'll just never make sort of the good noises without all the equipment. So that's why I've done it. In my past, I've had some nice cars. I've had some really good cars. I've never, ever, ever messed around with the audio that they came with. It's quite heavy. Must be about 5 kilos, that. There it is, and that's all I'm going to do. Just show you that. And that isn't the wisdom, by the way. Very lovely. Got all the cables. In the back of the stereo that's fitted in the van. See those red and white outlets there? That goes into that, basically. This thing will go under the driver's seat. There's a box under the driver's seat, which maybe has to go, maybe it doesn't. But either way, I know it's silly, but I'm really quite excited. Later on, I will put a link to where I bought that off eBay. The big deal. Subwoofers. Pretty impressive. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Got it all, mate. But the big deal is sort of this. Eaton. It's UGF 2.2. Plug and play sound upgrade. And it's actually for the Citroen Relay, Peugeot Boxer, Fiat Ducato vans are really all the same vans. Here are the door speakers, and on the sides a replacement tweeter. Now obviously the door speakers medium and bass range. The subwoofer doggy dog thing, under the seat thing, is bass, boom bada boom, and this is a replacement for the tweeter that's in the windscreen pillar. So that's the tweeter, that's the high pitched noises. Part of the upgrade is the fact that this is unusually, the impedance is 3 ohms. The van, the stereo, the head unit is 4 ohms. And what that means is that you get 25% more power out of these speakers than the standard 4 ohm speakers without adding an amplifier, which is another flaming box and another load of money. This is the wisdom bit. See this? This came from Germany. And I said to my mate, Dave Mitchell, isn't there one from Britain? And he said, I don't know, that's the one I got. I said, when did you get it? He said, 2 years ago. I said, well, we have, of course, been through Brexit since then. And he said, well, there you go. It's the only one, and it's the one I recommend, and you buy whatever you want. So I had a look, and I couldn't find another one. Couldn't find one located in the wonderful British Isles. So I got this from Germany, and it was about 185 quid. £15 postage, of course, because it's coming from Germany. And then I got an email from the customs people, God love them all, and they wanted 55 of your British pounds. Having now already paid 200 quid to get the thing that far, I then paid another 55 pounds. So instead of it being the door kit for 185 quid, it was 255 of your British pounds sterling. Was it too expensive? Probably. Was it more expensive than it needed to be? Absolutely. So basically, if you are a person who has any understanding about stuff like this, which evidently I do not, bear that in mind before you buy anything from Europe. I've bought lots of stuff from eBay, stuff from America, and never had a problem. And of course now, because of Brexit, even the stuff from America has changed. It's something to bear in mind. I don't want to be alone in this. I want you to join in. Please subscribe, please join in, and maybe, and I'm not saying that this is something, I can't guarantee it, I can't guarantee anything, I can't even guarantee I'm going to wake up tomorrow. But what I can say is that if you join in, and if we can raise some money through this channel, we're going to do some good. I haven't even decided how that's going to happen yet, but with your help, it can happen. I'm only going to do one side. Why would you need to see 2 sides? One speaker there, one speaker there. Speakers in the box are supposed to be a straight swap, so hopefully we won't have to join any wires. You're supposed to have a nice soft tool to prise stuff off. Bodywork, door panels, things like that. I'm not that guy. I'm too much of a bodger and an animal. So screwdriver starts at the bottom because no more of a gap. But you start prising in here, you're going to mark the van. So, and she's off. And she's off. Or maybe not. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll sign on scraps later. All these fasteners are Torx bits. Whose idea is this? It looks like there's just 3 on this door speaker, so. And they're not very tight. But why would they need to be? It's a Sunday. I'm looking forward to going to work in the van tomorrow, just to listen to Radio 4, I kid you not, every morning, and maybe a bit of Megadeth. Nothing wrong with the stereo in this van. It is, after all, a van. Little clip here. Looks like you should push it in, and actually you should. There's that out. So a bit of sound deadening material inside the door skin would probably help. These are supposed to go straight in. I'm looking carefully at this, just in case there's a left and a right. I don't think there is. It's considerably heavier than the original, but the plug looks like it goes straight in there, baby. Don't be too surprised if I drop this and it hits the floor. That, we're almost finished. Big hope that motor racing is going to start back soon. Graham and I are going to do a tutorial video on welding. The plug only just goes in with the speaker installed, so there's a bit of a clue for you there. Look at this, I'm actually putting the guard back on. Most unlike me. It's in, baby. The next thing we've got is the high end. So that's the tweeter. So that's sort of mid-range and bass. And this is the sharp song. This is the stuff you want. Because this is what you lose as you get older. The sharp. You don't lose the bass. Look, 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 look. My dog tag. Because I've been told off so many times for not having a dog tag. In the ACU, they make you wear a dog tag. I'm assuming you just pull this off. As you can see, it's never come off before. On the dog tag has your name and your date of birth. Nothing else. Whoops, that's the horn. Works really well. Nothing else at all. So here's our tweeter look. Can you see that? And it's just held in with a few clips. Okay, so this doesn't look quite as optimistic. This looks a bit different. Here she is. Big thing about speakers and audio is vibration. And putting stuff, just banging a few screws in, oftentimes isn't sufficient. This isn't perfect, to be honest. Now it won't come in. This isn't perfect, but there is a little something here. But this is for you to just screw onto there and just have the cable sneaking in. You know what? That's not bad. We're going to go with that, baby. If this goes back in now, I'm going to be well impressed. That's clipped right in. Now for the grief. This cable, of course, this tiny little bit of extra cable is likely to just be in the way. You throw these vans together in the factory so fast because everything fits together perfectly. That sounded better, didn't it? So it's all in, but of course we can't play any music because of the copyright thing. So you're going to have to take my word for it. It's great. And it's loud. And I'm going to play a bit of music right now, just to see if it works. You turn the radio on in this van, and God love it, it's not fast. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. 10cc, I'm Not In Love. Well, what a great song. Let's crank it up. That's only on 30. Anyway, see what you can do with that, baby. Remember, if you see anything in any of these videos that you might like to buy, or something that perhaps you need doing or fixing or making, please get in touch. It won't go to me. I'm going to try and produce this program to generate money for charity or for good works. I don't know. There isn't a definite plan, but it isn't to make me rich. She's in the van, at least. There's my bed. There's my kitchen. There's my bike. There's my toolbox. There's my leathers. And you see that coat hanger? We're going to be making coat hangers because they're generally not strong enough for leathers. There's my toolbox. There's my heating duct. There's my heater. Look at that light and everything. And there's my freezer. And you can ask, why on earth would you have a freezer in a van? Well, it's all to be revealed. That bed took ages. Look at that baby. Took ages. The mattress is an air mattress for 15 quid. Or you could have had memory foam for 300. Well, what do you think? As always, I've learnt a little bit making this video, and I'm going to grace you with two little bits of wisdom. I use that word very loosely. The first is, if you're going to upgrade the sound system in your Peugeot Boxster, Fiat Ducato, Citroen Relay van, and they're all the same vans. Number one, as long as you're living in Britain, don't buy the bits from Europe. Don't buy them through eBay. That'll be number two, I guess. Because you might very well, like me, get stung for the import duty. And number two, when you come to fit the tweeters in the windscreen pillar covers, peel the cover back, but don't remove it. Leave the bottom stuck in, and then you won't get the massive heartache I had getting the bloody things back in. And not only that, not only did I pull the first one out, I pulled the second one out as well. What can you do? Keep watching. Keep with me. Bye-bye now.